So we were in Praise of Adaptation, which is kind of a heritage and conservation studio group. We were based in Mount Stewart, which is part of the National Trust this year, and all our projects are kind of situated around the idea of reuse and adaptation.
I think like currently we are sort of in this era at the moment where, you know, like all the resources that we have at the moment needs to be valued quite a lot, and we're building things so rapidly these days, and you know there needs to be a control to it in a sense. So the studio kind of focuses on, you know, reusing what already exists out there, and it adds like a meaning to it in a sense. You are valuing what's there, like the existing fabric, and you're only adding what's needed. So at Mount Stewart itself, it was about reusing and adapting, and that was made more unique by the sense it's historic and has like a rich history in a sense. So that, you know, that's just made it quite unique, the whole experience, because each student kind of worked in their own sort of different interest, and the way the studio works, the teachers, they try and identify what works to your strength, and throughout the year you're sort of just developing that. So yeah, I really enjoyed about that.
Yeah, the other good thing about the studio was our kind of like class trip to Glasgow, where we got to see some kind of historic buildings, see the sights, do a bit of drinking, and just kind of like come together as a group, which compared to last year where we were all online with COVID is kind of a much better experience, and we kind of built a really good kind of studio culture around that.
I think that's what architecture is about. It's just learning off each other, and you know, when you've got an environment where you sort of just sit together and you know you just sort of learn from each other, I think that what enriches like the whole process. Isolation, it doesn't really help just being isolated. So definitely, I think the way the studio is set up as well, you can easily move across studios, and I think that's what adds to the experience.
Yeah, I think one of the best things about Queen's, apart from its like academic record and what it offers, is the fact it's in Belfast. You know, it's not a big city, but it's not a small city. You know, there's so much to do. You're 20 minutes away from the coast and the mountains, so that's definitely a benefit of kind of studying here. I think postgrad you have a lot more kind of freedom in what you want to do. You make your own briefs up. You kind of take the project in a direction that you want to do. Obviously, you get kind of support, encouragement, and kind of a bit of guidance from the tutors. But it's very much driven by what you're interested in and what you want to do. It's not nothing's fixed, you know. Everyone's work here is kind of completely different to each other's, you know. Some are more realistic, some, like mine, are a bit mad. And the tutors really just encourage you to do what you want to do. And I think that's probably the biggest difference between postgrad and undergrad.